Luke Humphries winning the tournament, joining an exclusive band of Gary Anderson, Phil the Power Taylor, Michael Van Gerwen, him winning the big three, the World Darts Championship, the World Match Play and the Premier League Darts. And afterwards, Luke said this: to Phil Taylor, thank you so much. He's given me so much support. He's given me a lot of advice and an extra boost tonight. If he's watching, then thank you. Well, he joins us now. Good afternoon, Phil.
Good afternoon. That was nice, wasn't it? I haven't actually seen that, because I never got a chance to watch it. I was working in a theatre last night in Portsmouth.
Oh.
So I'm going to have to watch it on that. I'm going to watch the highlights when I get in tonight.
Yeah, he said nice things about you on TV.
He did, bless him.
So has he been kind of turning to you for a bit of advice, Phil, along the way?
We text each other. And young Luke's mum and dad, we text each other as well. They're just nice, honest people. That's what they are, and I think they're great for they are great for the game. Obviously, they've done wonders for the sport. So anything, I've always said to any of the players, if I could ever give you any help, anybody, then feel free. But I'll only give you the advice that I know, if you know what I mean. My expertise as such.
It's always great for a sport when there are two great rivals, who are of pretty much similar abilities. I'm trying to think whether you had somebody that pushed you all the way.
There were different players at different times, Phil, really,
wasn't it?
I did. At the beginning, I suppose it was Eric and John Lowe, and then Dennis Priestley came along, who was really difficult to beat. And then my favourite one after that was Raymond van Barneveld. We had a great 10 years. It was brilliant.
Yeah, it's great for the sport, isn't it? There's no question.
I mean, it is. Yeah.
The tournament this year, I mean, the profiles seem to be up. Maybe that's got a lot to do with the sort of Luke Littler mania, but it was a really good tournament, this Premier League.
I've really enjoyed it, I'll be honest with you. Some of the games I couldn't watch because I've been working certain, in the week. But most of the time, I watch the highlights in the morning. I've probably gone on YouTube and watch the highlights. But I've really enjoyed what I've seen. I really, really, really enjoyed it, and that's from the bottom of my heart.
I know when you're retired, you think you're going to take it easy, but it sounds like you're as busy as ever, Phil. Sounds like you're playing darts every night.
this week, no, I don't. Actually, I don't play darts anymore. I haven't even got a set of darts anymore.
Really?
Is this a theatre show?
I've hung my boots up. Yeah, just a chat about your life and everything. We're in Crewe one night, and then Portsmouth the next. So, but that's finished it now. But that was a little bit of travelling. That was. I got back from Portsmouth this morning.
So you don't own a set of darts, Phil. You're never at home. You got a board at home.
No.
It's fair enough.
I know it is.
My sponsor's got plenty. I mean, if I phone my sponsor up and ask him for some darts, he'd send them straight down, But right. I don't play no more. I'm enjoying what I do. I've got a little electric bike. I go riding around on that, try and get my legs strong, keep myself fit, and really enjoying what I'm doing. I'll be honest with you.
Oh, fantastic!
But it is great when the modern generation acknowledge somebody like yourself. I always think that's good for a sport too.
Well, we've been there, haven't we? We've been there, done it. It's only like the old footballers. If I wanted any information, I'd be asking like the likes of Bobby Charlton and whatnot. How did you do it?
Yeah.
And it was Stanley Matthews actually what learnt me something when I was younger. He told me that when he was at Blackpool, he'd be running on the beach after they trained, and early in the morning before they trained. He says, because that made me better than them. And I thought, you know what, you're spot on.
Yeah. It's like you putting in the hours of practice that you did.
Yeah.
I was saying to Luke Humphries the other day, there's no sort of knock. There's no edge really at the moment. All the guys seem to get on very, very well. Luke Humphries and Luke Littler are kind of best mates. I mean, even in your day, there's a little bit of knock. Kevin Painter now and again. And obviously Eric used to love to wind everybody up, didn't he? So.
Yeah. It was great with Eric. I remember playing in one of the tournaments up in Huddersfield, Dry Blackthorn. Huddersfield, Middlesbrough. And there was 2 practice rooms. There was 32 players. There was Eric in one room and 31 players in the other.
He's doing the after-dinner set.
Have you got beer with some of you?
Yeah.
Nobody wants practice with me because he winds everybody up.
And Nathan Aspinall was chatting to two of our presenters, Annie Goldstein and Darren Bent, the other day, and he said, could you see Luke getting the Powers record? And Nathan said, I don't, because I don't think Luke will be in the game that long.
Not I think I'll have been done in for that. I've got some gruesome friends now. Listen, if he wants to carry on and win, beat my records, then he's going to have to be dedicated. And I mean dedicated for at least 25 years.
Well, he was making the point.
40s then.
Well, he thinks that Nathan thinks that Luke Littler probably after 5 or 6 years won't be in darts. Then he doesn't think he'll be playing.
It's entire. I mean, if he gets the right advice and the right person looking after him, then he could do other things, like the social media. Some people make millions out of it.
Well, I think that's what he was hinting at. Yeah. And there seems to be all around the country we've been told about the next Luke Littler. Even Barry Hearn was saying the other day, seeing this kid who's about 11 and he's better than Luke. I mean, it's just it's nuts, Phil, isn't it?
No, it's frightening.
Yeah.
I mean, my sponsor told me, I'd never heard of Luke before. And Gary Plummer, who owns Target, says, Phil, I've got a young lad named Luke Littler. You watch him go. And I thought, right, okay then. I wish I'd have put 100 quid on him winning the World Championship.
You should have done.
Did you know, though, when you first saw him come, probably in the early rounds of the Worlds, if you hadn't seen him before, did you know, could you say, oh, blimey, that's a player?
Good player, good finisher, good under pressure, and the players were scared of him. I think the players aren't so much scared of him anymore. They're getting used to him. That's what happens when a certain player comes through and they start playing well. Everybody has to work them out. It's exactly the same as football, isn't it? You get a team that are playing brilliant, then all of a sudden the manager will work out how to beat them. So it's the same with darts. You have to work and have a strategy how to beat that player. It doesn't always work, obviously, but that's what you got to do. I used to love it, and especially if a player beat me, I'd make a beeline for them. Every time I practiced, they would be on my mind every day.
Yes,
until I got them.
Yeah.
Well, it is so you say it's some record he'll have to live up to, but it's great that the game's in such good nick, and it's great that you're enjoying life and keeping busy. I
love it. I love it. I've got a lot of properties, which we're just doing one now, which will be rented out probably next week, and then just enjoy it. It's great. It's great to go to bed and sleep in your own bed.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Well,
go to bed when you want and wake up when you want.
I will ask you about that because Luke Humphries said to us the other day that Luke Littler already is finding the travelling really tough. And it was bad enough in your day, but it's actually worse now. It's much tougher, the circuit, the amount of games they're playing.
We had to do the travelling, though, and we weren't guaranteed, really, any prize money in them days. We go to America, and if you didn't win the tournament, you didn't make any money. If you come runner-up, you maybe break even. Where now, you're on thousands upon thousands of pounds for turning up. So
do you think is it too much, Phil? You think, is it too much travelling going on?
Not really, no. I admire them. People say to me, footballers get too much money. Well, you get a football and start practising yourself. Until you've done it yourself and find out what dedication is, then you don't know what you're talking about.
And what about the travelling? What about the amount of travelling they're doing? You think that's getting a bit... Yeah.
It's a killer, the travelling is. The roads now. I mean, we came, where were we the other day? Southend-on-Sea, and we're going to Leicester, and this M25 was shut. It took us nearly 6 hours. What could have been like just over a 2-hour drive, and I think, oh, no, here we go.
Yeah, it's frustrating.
So we had to go all around the country lanes and everything. That's the worst part.
Yeah.
But once you're there, you're okay.
So finally, if everybody sees you in a pub and they say fancy a game of darts, Phil, you're going to have to politely decline.
I'll have a game of cards with you and a game of pool.
Okay. Brilliant. Look after yourself, Phil. All the best. Thanks very much.
Thank you. God bless you, boys. Thanks,
Phil.
Yeah. There's Phil the Power Taylor, the great Phil the Power Taylor there.
Yeah, I don't think his records will ever be. Sportsmen have a different frame of mind now. To be that good for that long is so difficult.
Paul Hawksbee and Andy Jacobs, Monday to Friday afternoons 1 till 4 on AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.